In 1407, the fortress of Daebang fell, the crucial defensive line collapsed, and the Ho dynasty was utterly defeated in its resistance against the Ming invasion.
The national title, Dai Nu, was officially erased,
and our land was turned into a province of the Ming Empire under the name Jiao Qi. The Ming imposed a brutal rule. On one side, Jiang Fu ruthlessly crushed uprisings. On the other, Huang Fu carried out a policy of assimilation, using Jiao Qi people to govern Jiao Qi people, destroying the culture of Đại Việt and treating the Vietnamese as slaves. The capital of Jiao Qi was set at Dongguan, the old Thăng Long. From then on, wave after wave of heavy taxation and bloody repression descended upon the northern plains. Amidst this backdrop, Wen Chai, who once served the whole court, also fell into peril. At first, the Ming intended to execute him, but instead imprisoned him in Dongguan. He managed to escape, witnessing his homeland devastated and the people suffering in misery. In his heart, the fire of hatred for the Ming blazed fiercely, but he was only a scholar. He longed to find a true lord, a hero who could gather the people and raise the banner of resistance. Years passed. One night, gazing at the pitch-black sky, he saw in the southern heavens a single star shining bright, like a light of faith. Wen Chai believed that the destiny of Đại Việt had produced a great hero to save the nation. In Thanh Hoa at that time, Lê Lợi, a local chieftain of Lam Sơn, both wise and courageous, had begun his preparations. He quietly recruited loyal followers, gathered wealth, forged weapons, and built a base in the forests and mountains. To avoid the Ming's watchful eyes, he claimed to be opening land for farming, when in truth he was establishing the Lam Sơn insurgent base. News spread. From everywhere, heroes and patriots journeyed to Lam Sơn. Chern Guen Han, a general of the Chern clan, and Wen Chai, the scholar whose heart ached for the people, crossed rivers and mountains, slipping past countless Ming patrols to reach Lam Sơn. The brightest stars of Đại Việt had gathered, igniting new hope. Wen Chai presented to Lê Lợi the Binh Wo plan, a unique strategy to strike at the enemy through the hearts of the people, making the people the foundation. From that moment, the resistance turned a new page. On February 12, 1416, at Lung Nia, Lê Lợi and 18 sworn comrades cut their arms, letting their blood fall into a cup, vowing life or death together, swearing to drive out the Ming and save the nation. The oath of Lung Nia, that sacred vow, resounded through the mountains of Lam Sơn. After the oath, on one hand, Lê Lợi kept his forces operating in secrecy. On the other, he used wealth to bribe Ming officials in order to buy peace. Thus, by the end of 1417, the Lam Sơn forces had grown to several thousand men. Meanwhile, in Dongguan, Jiang Fu was recalled to China, and Li Bin was appointed as the new commander-in-chief. In early 1418, Li Bin prepared to launch a sudden assault on Lam Sơn, hoping to extinguish the spark of uprising. What fate awaited the Lam Sơn insurgents? The answer will come when the banner of insurrection is raised high, burning in the flames of battle.